Susan Kennedy here, spiritual medium, with a reading for the week of, God, what is it? I think it's the 28th of June today. And if I got that wrong, I'm sorry. We've got amazing things happening at the moment in our beautiful sky. Don't know whether you've noticed the planetary alignments. I mean, every morning that I wake up, all I can see are these rosy red skies and the beautiful, I think it must be Venus that shines in my window, but you can see or have been able to see this 5-star planetary alignment. Now we've got that happening at the moment, and we've also got the new moon tomorrow on June the 29th. And I love new moons because they're always about making new intentions. And it's that kind of time when, like we've got the full moon when the moon's in the sky, it's bright. But on the new moon, it's kind of like the light gets taken away. And when the light gets taken away, everything can seem darker. Morning, Anne, Cats as well. Got the comments back so I can see you all commenting. It's like there's no light in the sky, right? So you kind of go, oh, what's going on? But it's a beautiful time to go within. Now, this new moon in Cancer, all about love, all about heart opening, all about healing old patterns, old beliefs, old thoughts, old experiences, where you've probably closed yourself off to the goodness of life, or maybe the goodness of either a current relationship or potential relationships. So it's kind of like, the Cancer energy is that being in your shell. And so this new moon is kind of saying, step out of the shell, maybe be a little bit more vulnerable. And being vulnerable when we're wanting to have what we want in life can be really, really difficult, because vulnerability means, oh my God, I might get hurt. I might fall on my face. I might fail, whatever it is. And so I think this time, I'm really observing the new energy of light. And I keep talking about that. I was lying on my bed yesterday afternoon in the beautiful afternoon sun, and I just saw this ray of light come through. And it was one of those moments where the ray of light coming through, it was kind of separated into all the colours. And I've never seen such beautiful colours. Good morning, beautiful Julia. So there was this kind of gold energy, and then a brilliant violet colour, and brilliant aqua, and brilliant pink, and brilliant yellow and orange. And it was the whole spectrum, but it actually looked like a different spectrum to the normal rainbow light that we see. And I was just lying there. I actually tried to take a photo of it, but it didn't work. Good morning, Kim Travascus as well. So, yeah, this new energy of light, but it's all about how can you get out of your shell? How can you open to love? How can you open to the concepts of life that you really want to have? So when there's a new moon, I always encourage you to maybe write down some of your goals for the next lunar cycle. So it's, what do I want to manifest? And I think at the moment it's about breaking the pattern of belief that we have. And when you look at the sky at the moment, beautiful rosy red. Good morning, Susie Maguire as well. So, the beautiful patterns in the sky. We've had these beautiful dawns, beautiful dusks. And yes, that's been caused by the Tongan eruption. So when Tonga went, so remember when that volcano happened, it happened under the water, under the energy of emotion. This fire energy came up and exploded. And that to me is symbolic of the emotional pent-up energy there's been on the planet, and Mother Earth is releasing it. And after she released it, we had all of the rain. So, we couldn't see anything. Life was pretty grim. And now suddenly we've got these massive clear skies, these beautiful sunsets, beautiful sunrises. And it's kind of showing us with this planetary alignment that there is a divine order to life. Now, when you're down on earth and you're in the thick of everything that's going on and, trying to work through your daily lives, you kind of go, oh, this is really, really hard. I just want to mention too at this point that if you read in my comments, I've got a couple of things happening. So tonight on Zoom, there's a bit of a chat to come on to, just talking about intuition, how you can use it in your life and how it can help you navigate through life. And also I've got a 6 special sessions, special for 6 sessions of personal spiritual guidance with me. So me as your spiritual coach, just helping you navigate through any difficulties that are blocking you at the moment, from healing, from love, from having what you want. And they're 90-minute sessions. Normally my sessions are $175 each for 90 minutes. This is 6 sessions for $597. So there's a link there. If it speaks to you, you'll know. It's a special for June, 6 sessions, because we're in a 6th year. But I just really know through my own personal experiences of life, if I look at where I was 10 years ago, and if I look at the help that I got along the way, it really helped me to open my heart to love. And I really know at the moment the world needs it. The world needs you to be in a loving frequency. Now that doesn't mean being in a romantic relationship. It can mean that if that's what you want, but it means being at peace, not having the internal conflict, not having that warring energy within yourself. Because when we do that, there's all that talk that goes on. Oh, I should have done this. I could have done that. They should have done this. They could have done that. And they're the kind of things that keep us in this loop. And those kind of loops are what, if you look at the world at large and you look at, sometimes I just think, I wish we could get all the leaders of the world into a room and just say, sort it out, guys. There's enough for everybody. We don't need to fight. We don't need to be, attacking. Let's get compromise. Let's get cooperation. And good morning, Karina McLaughlin. Beautiful. And I must say, it's been such a joy to work with you and your family. So beautiful to see your son last week. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful family you have. And that includes you, Brendan, if you're listening later. And of course you, oh God, I forgot your mum's name and she's going to go, oh no, she's forgotten my name. Yeah, Yvonne, I think. All right, so let's go with the cards for the week. So I've got here the Art of Love Tarot. And I'm using these, and I'm going to use the Sacred Earth Oracle. I think I'm going to use Sacred Earth Oracle first and just see what Spirit want to guide us towards this week in this beautiful, I don't know, I've just got this amazing energy. Oh, by the way, too, if you haven't yet been to see the Elvis movie by Baz Luhrmann, oh my God, do yourself a favour. What's interesting when I see that, reminds me of when we saw Freddie Mercury in Queen, is that the actor that starts to play him, good morning, Kerry Hammonds as well, beautiful, awesome lady. If you see the Elvis movie at the beginning, the guy that plays him, you kind of go, yeah, there's a likeness there. Yeah, he looks a bit like Elvis. And as you go through it, my God, he becomes Elvis. I actually had to say to my friend last night, I'm saying, Charlie, is that Elvis? Is that really him? Or is that the actor? Because by the end of it, it's totally channeling the energy. And what that just says to me is that when you immerse yourself, when you embody a new way of thinking, speaking, and being, you become something different. You become more of who you are. But so often we emulate those that we've either grown up with or that we've listened to in our lives, our parents, our family, our friends. And that emulation isn't always for the best. So I believe this time, this planetary alignment, this new moon is saying, how can you align? How can you realign? Look at that special that I've got. It's 6 sessions for $597. It's about saying, can I just recommit? Can I commit to my own journey? And that journey that you have is to really find who you are and shine it, be it. Be unashamed about who you are and what you want, and bring your own kind of pizzazz into the world. Morning, Barbara as well. I think you're in New Zealand, aren't you, Barbara? So anyway, lovely card for the start. Productivity is the first one, and when I see that, it's like a lady there. Looks like she has an inner child with her, and also this beautiful symbol, which I'm going to say is a sunflower. So what I see, this is about having faith in your journey, having faith in what you've learned, having faith in where you've been, having faith in the richness, the beauty of life, and knowing that this planetary alignment, it can be hard. And I had an email from a beautiful friend in Canberra, and she sent me this message yesterday about all the people in her life that are struggling with health, dramas, sudden deaths, lots of that I'm hearing about too through friends where, young people suddenly passing. And I think we're being shaken up a little bit. And I kind of get that whatever life we have, I believe is predestined for us, that we've chosen our entry and exit points. And I also believe that we have a great opportunity to just, at the moment, more than ever, really take the diamonds each day and really live it to the full. And like, get rid of the nonsense. So much nonsense in our heads, in our lives. It's like, let it go. So this productivity with this alignment of the planets, it's a great, great time. Whatever you're focusing on and you want to achieve, the energy is behind you at the moment more than it has been. So this is a time to go, yeah, get rid of the doubts, get rid of the procrastination. Whatever you've been wanting to start or do or reactivate, get into it. Oh, I love that card, expectation. And that is, and if I look at that, it's interesting in a way because the way that the way that she's looking is almost backwards, but it's kind of looking to the past. And it's our past that creates our expectation of the future. But on her back are wings of transformation. And I guess in a way it's saying, put your face to the sun, expect the best, expect life to be different, expect the unexpected. What a great week for that. I love this one too. So perception. And this week we're going to be called to really, really, really re-examine our perceptions of life, perceptions of who we are, perceptions of what we're capable of. And I really believe at the moment it's a huge repatterning of our perception of others. Just revisiting what we believed they were about, what we, just our perceptions on what's possible, on who people are. Because, we kind of look at people through our own prism. We look at life, our possibilities through our own prism of what's already happened. And sometimes it's like light going into a prism can get distorted. And it can, like the rainbow light that I saw yesterday coming through my window, that prism of light was distorted. But and distorted doesn't always mean a bad thing. It means it's kind of separated into its finer particles. So I think what we've got to start doing is looking at those bits and pieces of people and things in your life that have been amazing, and maybe discarding the rubbish and saying, yeah, when I had this relationship with that person, or when this thing happened in my childhood, or when this happened when I went for this goal and it didn't happen, what were the gems? What were the amazing parts of that? So a couple of cards from the Art of Love Tarot as well, just because I love to use this one. Yeah, exactly what I just spoke about. So it's perseverance. It's saying, will I give up? Will I stop the journey? Will I go back into my shell? New moon in Cancer. Will I go and hide? Will I stay away? Will I go bah humbug? Or will I persevere? Will I let the tears flow? And oh my God, I don't know about you, but at the moment I'm feeling highly emotional. I just feel like, 1 minute I want to cry and the next minute I just want to laugh and be joyful, because that's the depth of emotion that's in there and also in the world at the moment. So persevere, people, persevere. And love to hear any comments there about that persevering, or what you're noticing yourself at the moment. The beautiful song at the end was Let Your Love Shine. And I think that song's come up before, a Bellamy Brothers song. So didn't I say earlier in that expectation card, put your face to the sun? So the sun, vitality. So I believe we're being urged this week to remember the permanence of our soul and our spirit. That there is a permanence to us and we're on an impermanent journey. Whatever's going on in your life at the moment, it's impermanent. It will change. It will pass. And I think, so often we can hone in on something and really focus on it, and it can seem like it will never end. So yes, I know there are hardships at the moment. Yes, I know people are struggling financially. And yet, really, if we look at our lives and how blessed we really are, I think we have so much more than we've ever had. And there is so much more available. So put your face to the sun this week. I encourage you to get outside to, really soak in these winter sun rays. For those of you, and Susie says she's feeling the same, this highs and lows, I think it is so much joy, so much sadness. And I really believe it's like this sieve at the moment, you know, where, God, the grief, I mean, grief energy is strongly online at the moment. I've been feeling a massive amount of grief. And grief from, you know, being born into a family where I didn't have a father that was present. All the missing men in my life that I've had. So there's been this huge energy of grief, you know, grief for when my mother wasn't present, even though she did her best. So I think, you know, we're really digging deep at the moment. And that digging deep is to help us really return to our vitality, our strength, our wisdom. So if you get a chance to look at the words of the lyrics, you know, let your love shine like the brightest of things, let your love flow through all living things. And if you want to come on tonight, I've got a Zoom session. There's a link there. It's just for those of you that maybe haven't yet tapped into your intuition and just want to understand how it works and how you can incorporate it in your life. It's a chat, you know, it's about an hour for 7 o'clock tonight. There's a link there. If you do want some help along the way, you know, this is what I do. This is why I'm here. And other than that, make this new moon amazing. If you can get out, I just see, you know, and I also saw that song, the Macarena, this morning. You know, hey Macarena. Do, do, do. I don't know how it works, by the way, but you know, I can just hear that vibe in there. And if you get a chance, Google the translation of that song, because I think it's about letting your love, you know, letting yourself be in your body. So that was the other message that came through this morning, is that whatever's not in alignment, because what's planetary alignment, so whatever is not in alignment with you at the moment will be manifesting. You might be feeling nauseous. You might be feeling like food isn't working. You might be feeling like, oh, you know, can't be in that space, can't be with those people. So whatever's not in alignment with your heart, your soul, it'll be coming up, but your body will be reflecting it. So cough it up, spit it out, rest up, nurture, and look forward to seeing you either tonight or in the course of events, or seeing you next week for the live. Have a great morning, and those of you that comment later, I will reply later. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Okay, bye for now.